Hi there, Wednesday evening. Johnny Daniel, your Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator coming to you. I'm going to wait just a couple seconds and see who's coming on so we can get started. So I'm going to adjust and be right back. Hold on. So while I'm adjusting, I should ask you as you're coming on, what is your favorite stamp set embellishment out of the holiday catalog? I'm just curious. I bounce between quite a few, so that's why I'm asking. I like the snowman one. There's a lot of them that I'm kind of going, I wonder. So, hi Cheryl. Hey Shawnee, long time no see, huh? Cheryl, if you're wondering, we just finished our meeting. So I'm on my second live for the evening. It's always interesting, isn't it? So I'm going to give it just a half a second more. I'm going to get a little bit of water. Hey Lise, how are you? So I'm going to give it about another 30 seconds. You like the star set? Have you got it yet? That's the next question. That's the only one I think I haven't bought. I had to stop somewhere. So, I don't know. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's the very first, I think, cold night out in the desert. And, well, I have the heat on in the craft room. I'll just say that. So, alright. So I'm going to get started. Alright, so I made it back from on stage. Yay, from Vegas. I had a good time, learned a bunch, did about 8 hours worth of planning over that weekend for you guys for coming up in January, February, March. I have till about the first week of March completely planned. So, yeah. So Christmas party, if you're wondering, is November 30th. I always do it the Saturday after Thanksgiving. For one, the house is freshly decorated. For two, that's Small Business Saturday, so I'm trying to remind you to shop local. And three, to get it done before it gets hectic, because I know how life can be with work and school and everything else. So I wanted to make sure to have one, but I didn't want it to be something else to check the box craziness. So I always do it early. So some things coming up. Let's see, the Christmas party. And then in December, I will be at the Yucca Valley Community Center for the craft fair on the 7th. The card class is the following week, so that would be the 10th, the 12th, or the 14th. No, sorry, I misspoke. Anyways, that Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I'm sorry if I don't have it completely off the top of my head. Let's see, and then the 21st, we will be doing the mini occasions catalog open house and break for Christmas. Yay! Hopefully you'll have all your cards done by then. If not, start doing New Year's cards. You'll be all right. And if that doesn't work, we got some really cute Valentine's Day sets. Yes, I am serious. I have done St. Patty's Day cards. So let's see, what else? What else is happening? Oh, don't forget our New York New Year's Eve, right? So New York New Year's Eve simply means we finish at 9 o'clock instead of at midnight, so you can be home before all the crazies get on the road. Well, unless you consider yourself one of the crazies, and then we'll talk. But hey, so enough about that for right now. I want to remind you the online extravaganza. If you have not seen the flyer, you need to. It is 15% off cardstock, inks, and select bundles. what I'm going to remind you is it's more like 20% off because that 15% off is taken before tax and shipping. So you're also not paying tax on that 15%, and you're also not paying shipping on that 15%. So you are getting more like 20% off, okay? So I just want to, if not more, you do the math. We're not here to do math. We're here to create, right? So without anything else, I think I'm going to put you down so we can get started, okay? We have a new technique tonight. Hold on. All right. And Linda's here. I feel like Romper Room. And Linda's here. And Joel's on. My gosh, what's going on here? So, and Linda, I will see you tomorrow night. Let me know if any of the numbers have changed. I've got most of it already cut. So for tonight, here is what we are doing. We are creating this guy. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it feels like that, doesn't it, Joel? But hey, you know, if you want to see me, hello. There you go. All right, I will soon be done. Yes, I know. With, let's see, and then the big chair with the lamb. Yep, all those. All right. So, moving on, shall we? So we're going to create this guy tonight, and I'm going to show you how to splatter. Now, last week we did it with embossing and water, right? This week we're doing it with simply a marker. Yes, you heard me correctly. A marker, okay? So this whole card is done with a die cut, gems, and a marker. That is it. Now, obviously, you can do plenty more, but that is what we're doing tonight, okay? All right, so you didn't get a hold of Della, Miss Linda, I'm assuming. So we are good to go. All right, so this is what we're creating tonight. I'm going to put this aside and tell you what I have on my table, and then we'll get started. So I have my snail adhesive as always. I have my gold gems. Now, I personally did not care for the Christmas time suite, and that is only available this month. But I did like the gold ribbon, and I did like the gold gems. So pick your pieces out of it if you want to do something else, okay? So that being said, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so the Dashing Deer die, I believe it's called Detailed Deers for the die, that is what this is cut out of. This is glimmering gold paper or glitter gold. However you want to say it, we are good with it, okay? And then this is not cherry cobbler. I've got 2 extra sets, and I got things sticking together. Hold on just a second. So I've got 2 extra sets just in case I messed up, but hopefully we won't. We'll just see how this goes, right? So I have another deer cut out because I wanted to do a second set, right? Okay. So with that, I have already put a dimensional on the back. Now notice it's a little bit different shape. And here's the reason why. Because I use all the borders and everything out of the dimensionals. Don't mind the cutouts. I don't know what happened there. But I will use all the little ones, and then I will use the borders too. Because that works too. Now doesn't it? Alright. So just a little note for you. Okay? Alright, so I have a thick white card base, scored in the middle, cut at 5.5, 8.5 inches long, scored at 4 1/4. Yes. And Shawnee, the question of the hour. Bumps inside or out? How do we fold it? You got it right last time. So if you need to cheat, go back to the other video. I'm just teasing you, hun. So we always do the valley goes on the out, the bumps go on the inside. All right. If you need a bone folder, grab it. And then I have got Mary Merlot cut at 5 1/4 by 4. and Whisper White regular thickness, cut at 5 by 3 3/4. Hey Cheryl, how are you, hun? All right, so I'm gonna stick this guy on really quick with my snail adhesive to get that out of the way so I don't lose it for later, because you never know, do ya? All right, so we're gonna tuck that underneath. And I'm moving everything out of the way because we're gonna get splashed, okay? So this is a Stampin' Right marker. If you don't know what this is, hold on, let me get the blends so you can see the difference here. And this is a blends, okay? The square one is the alcohol marker, okay? So if you remember, when you're doing water-based, it's a rounder one, kind of like a raindrop, right? I don't know what shape alcohol makes. I would assume the same, but we're not gonna go there, are we? So just remember, a raindrop is round. So therefore, your water markers, water-based markers, are round in the barrel. Okay, so this is just like your ink pad, but in a marker, okay? So you can buy these by color family. You cannot buy them individually, and yes, I wish that we could buy them individually because I have a few that are dry because I have my favorites. And that's all that needs to be said, huh? So with that, I'm going to teach you how to make a splatter background with just the marker and it not ever hitting the page. You did hear me right, without it hitting the page, okay? So you're going to take your brush tip, one tip for you, okay? You want to make sure that it's nice and juicy. So you want to do that, because if it looks, hold on, if it looks like this and it's squeaking a little bit, it's not going to work. You need it to be nice and juicy. So if you just bought ones, great. For me, the tried and true test is if it's a newer color, then obviously I've got more juice in it, okay? Here's the reason why. You are not going to put anything on your paper. What you're gonna do, are you ready for this? This is crazy, right? So you're gonna grab your cap and you are going to flick it out the side. You are not going to hit your tip on the edge, because then you'll really mess up your pen. So you got to pay attention, okay? So we're going to grab and go to the base of the nib. That's what that's called. There's your technical for tonight, okay? That's your nib on the marker. Not your tip, but your nib. Okay. So we're going to grab this. Got it? And we're going to flick. 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 Do you see the dots coming? I hope. And you're just going to keep going until your paper is done. And I don't know that answer, but for some it's going to be more full, and others it's going to be not as much. It just depends. Now, occasionally, you're going to want to flip your tip or your nib around so you don't get it lopsided, okay? And it's just as simple as that. Oh, I wanted to ask you, I tried a new heading on the video. Do you like it? Do you like the fact that all the links are up there and ready to go for you? Let me know. Because I'm going to see if we're going to do that consistently or if it's just more gobbledygook for you to not read. So, all right, so that is what that looks like. Kind of cool, right? I'm hoping you can see that. I'm waiting for the video to catch up, so I'm going to grab a sip of water. Sip, sip, sip. And we should be good with this. So you see how that background looks? Kind of cool, right? So you let it sit for about a half a second and everything's dry, ready to go. Bring all your stuff back. Since you're not splashing anymore, you can do that, because notice my work surface, it's a little bit splashed, shall we say. So you're going to figure out your top and bottom with this. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my deer. Now this is made out of the glimmer paper. It says it's sealed glitter, but you're still going to get a tiny bit of sparkle dust, shall we say. So you want to make sure that you have a clean work surface so you can wipe it down afterwards. Secondly, when you're cutting this, you want to make sure, I need a mini to get that head on straight, but when you're cutting this, you want to make sure that it's flipped over so you cannot see the glitter. It won't dull your blade as much if it is flipped over. Yes, it's harder, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to save you quite a bit by you not dulling your blade, okay? So I'm just gonna put that, hide that there, and stick that down because I didn't like how that was popping up. Always gotta have a little something creative happen, shall we say, huh? Alright, and then I'm just gonna grab my gold. Now, if you are not comfortable with your fingers working, then I would suggest you grab take your pick tool, your piercing tool, whatever you need to make it work. For some reason tonight my fingers are working great, so I'm just running with it and seeing what we do. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, we gotta have an odd number, yeah. And so hopefully you'll be able to come to the Christmas party. That'll be on Saturday the 30th. So don't show up this Saturday. I might be in my PJs getting it ready for you. Okay? And no sneak peeks. Honestly, no sneak peeks. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one more now. Okay. I'm going to put one down here. We should be ready to go. All right. So that is what I have for you guys tonight. I hope you liked it. And without anything else, I'm going to let you go tonight. We will get back going next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Actually, wait, that's the day? Yeah, no kidding, huh? And I was going to say that's the day before Thanksgiving, so I might just be taking it off. I will keep you informed, and I will let you know on Monday's post for Management Monday. It is going to be a little bit of a goofy week, and I just might take a minute to take a nap. So, without anything else, follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. Order online at johnnydaniel.stampinup.net, which is up in the heading. No problem. And have a great night. Enjoy the chilly weather. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.